Hello and welcome to the summer of 2017 bond construction update. My name is Brian Roxbury and I'm here with John Little, one of the construction project managers for the Poudre School District. John, thanks for joining us today.
Glad to be here.
So can you give us a little bit of an update on where we stand today, the summer of 2017, in relation to the bond that passed way back in 2010?
I'd be glad to. Back in 2010, the bond passed and it had quite a few entities into it that affected all the schools that we have here. First of all were the major renovations for a lot of the schools that we're doing. Along with that, we were trying to get caught up and make sure all of our schools and actually all of our buildings have secure entries, which we're going to see here at Harris today. We are going to do some re-roofing projects later on in the bond project. We left those kind of towards the end. And then we also have asphalt projects that we've kind of also delayed towards the end of the bond to leave those outdoor services things towards the end.
Awesome. So you mentioned the secure entrances. So we're here at Harris Elementary, which was one of two schools to receive a new entrance this summer. Can you talk a little bit about the importance of improving or updating the entrances on some of the older buildings within the district?
When a lot of these schools were built, obviously in years past, the security part wasn't as prevalent as it is today in our society and stuff. And what we wanted to do is make sure that all of our buildings, especially our schools, have a secure entry and where people cannot come right in through the front doors and pass right into the building. They have to go through the office and encounter somebody of authority there and actually check in so people will know who's in their building. So it's very important to us to make sure that our entries and our front of our schools are very secure.
So I know this was a relatively minor project in relation to some of the other projects that are going on within the district. Over at Pooter Global Academy, I know there's some extensive work going on, so let's head over there and see what's going on.
Okay, let's go.
All right, John, so now we're here at PGA, and can you walk us through some of the projects that were completed at this site this summer?
Actually, this was quite a big renovation we did here. Obviously, the biggest piece of that renovation was the HVAC system. This had one great big air handling unit in the basement. Actually, they called it the beast in the basement, and it used forced air, heated forced air to go to all these rooms with underground ductwork, which was old technology, and it has its problems and stuff like that. So when we redesigned this, we designed it now and took all of that out, and now we've put units in every one of these rooms. That is the heating supply, and it also has a cooling component to it as well. Along with that, we changed out all the glass in the building, all the perimeter glass, and now low E thermal glass, which will help with the thermal properties inside each room. Along with that, we put in all new ceilings, all new LED lights, and as you can see, all new brand new carpeting.
Yeah, it looks great. It's a lot different from the last time I was here.
Yep.
And you mentioned the HVAC upgrades. That's one of the things I love about coming to these sites while they're under construction, is seeing the projects that are kind of hidden to people who are in this building every day. And it's really interesting for me to see that transformation also. All right, John, thanks again for showing us around here at PGA. We have one more site to visit before we're done, and I hope you're not afraid of heights.
Let's go.
Okay, so now we're up here on the roof of the Information Technology Center. You guys just put a brand new roof on this building, and it's very bright and reflective, so we had to break out the sunglasses. But that was done on purpose, right?
It was done on purpose. The original roof here was a black membrane roof. The black is not reflective, it's very absorbent, and so it transmits heat through the roof into the building, which causes problems in the heating system and in the cooling system. So we go to a white reflective system now to reflect the heat. That way we can control temperatures in the building much more accurately.
And so this was one of 4 buildings to receive roof upgrades this summer, correct?
It was. The others were Rocky Mountain High School. We did the 3rd phase of that roof. We did Polaris School, and we also did O'Day Core Knowledge School. This was a different product though. Those all had built-up roofing, which is kind of our standard roofing product. But this was the first time we tried this new product on here, and instead of tearing the old roof completely off, we just went over it with this new product that also has a 20-year warranty, and it's going to help us with our energy bills down the line.
At these other sites that receive the roof upgrades, is it the same philosophy of creating a building that's more efficient?
Absolutely, absolutely. Some of these roofs, like the roof at O'Day, barely had an inch of insulation on it from the original construction. That's the way it was. It also had a dark roof on the top of it and had rock onto it. We totally tore that totally off all the way down to the deck. We came up with 4 inches of new insulation, 1/2 inch hardboard, new base sheet, and then a new white cap reflective sheet on those two. So those all have a white cap sheet on them as well for the same reason.
Gotcha. Very interesting, John. Well, I know this is a very busy time for you, and we really appreciate your time coming out, showing us around, taking us to all these sites and explaining the work that you guys have been doing. And thanks again.
Well, it was my pleasure to do this and explain this to the rest of the people, especially the people that have supported our bond issues and stuff. We also want to thank them very much for supporting Poudre School District and making this the best school district in the state.
Right on. Well, thanks again, and thank you for watching.